Mia slammed her phone shut, the faint echo of Ethan's last text message, "Watch me," still ringing in her ears. This charade, this elaborate plan to make her ex-boyfriend Jake jealous, felt more and more like a tightrope walk over a chasm of awkwardness. She glanced at her reflection in the coffee shop window. Her carefully applied makeup couldn't quite mask the simmering frustration. This whole thing was Ethan's idea, a ludicrous scheme concocted over too many glasses of wine. He'd proposed it as a joke, but Mia, fueled by a potent mix of wounded pride and spite, had surprisingly agreed. The bell above the door jingled, announcing Ethan's arrival. He sauntered in, a smirk playing on his lips, looking like he'd just stepped out of a magazine. Mia inwardly groaned. He was far too charming, far too good at playing the part. He approached, his eyes twinkling with a mischievous glint. He pulled out a chair, gesturing for her to sit. "My darling," he whispered, his voice dripping with mock affection. "You look absolutely radiant." Mia resisted the urge to roll her eyes. Jake walked in, his eyes widening slightly as he saw Mia and Ethan. Mia held her breath, her heart pounding a frantic rhythm against her ribs. Ethan, with practiced ease, slid his hand across the table and covered hers, his touch lingering a moment longer than necessary. He leaned in, whispering something in Mia's ear, something utterly nonsensical about a rare species of orchid, causing a muffled laugh to escape her lips. Jake's gaze hardened, his expression a strange mixture of surprise and hurt. Ethan's act was working. Too well, perhaps. Mia felt a pang of guilt, a flicker of something resembling remorse. The charade continued. Throughout their coffee date, Ethan's performance was flawless. He laughed at Mia's jokes, even the bad ones, gazed at her with an intensity that bordered on obsessive, and whispered sweet nothings into her ear. The whole performance felt increasingly surreal, a play within a play, where Mia was both an actor and an audience member, watching her own life unfold in a way she hadn't anticipated. As they were leaving, Jake approached them, a pained expression on his face. He mumbled an awkward apology for his past behavior, admitting he'd been immature and jealous. Mia was taken aback. She hadn't expected this. The carefully constructed web of revenge suddenly felt flimsy and pointless. Later that evening, Mia and Ethan were texting again. "So, that went well, huh?" Ethan's message read. Mia paused, considering her response. "Yeah," she typed back. "I guess it did." She wasn't sure if she meant it. Not entirely. Empty victory. Bitter loss. The elaborate plan had worked, but it hadn't brought her the satisfaction she craved. It had just left her with a lingering sense of unease, a stark realization that sometimes the best revenge is simply moving on.